In the world of ABO Desire, secrets run deep, and every glance, every word, carries hidden weight. Today, we dive into a story that intertwines family, love, betrayal, and fate. The tale of Gao Tu, a quiet Omega whose life takes a dramatic turn, and the people around him who will shape his destiny. At first glance, Gao Tu seems ordinary. He is reserved, unnoticed, the type of man who blends into the background. His father, Gao Ming, has never seen him as anything special. To him, Gao Tu is a quiet child, dull and not the kind to ever catch attention. So imagine Gao Ming's shock when rumors of his son's secret love life reached his ears. When Gao Ming brought this up in casual conversation, something shifted. Across the table sat Shen Wenlang, a powerful, wealthy alpha from Zheng city. Up until that moment, Shen Wenlang had been distracted, treating the discussion like idle chatter. But the second Gao Ming mentioned Gao Tu's relationship, Shen's expression changed. His arms, once crossed in disinterest, lowered. His body leaned forward, sharp eyes narrowing. "Do you know that he is dating someone else?" Shen Wenlang asked, his voice calm but edged with tension. Gao Ming, pretending to be relaxed, blew out a smoke ring and replied, "Yeah, I just found out about it not long ago." But looking at Boss Shen, "It seems like you knew about it already, didn't you?" His tone was casual, but inside, Gao Ming's thoughts were racing. Something didn't add up. Why would a man of Shen Wenlang's status, a tycoon who could summon anyone with a single call, care so much about an ordinary secretary who had resigned? The pieces started falling into place when Gao Ming recalled the phone call that started it all. Shen Wenlang had emphasized, again and again, how important it was to meet with Gao Tu in person. Why? What could possibly be so urgent that it demanded personal attention from a man of his stature? And then came the slip. That moment of unguarded tension when Shen Wenlang heard Gao Tu might be seeing someone else. It was brief but unmistakable. A bold, absurd guess lit up in Gao Ming's mind. A guess so daring that it made his heart race. Could it be Shen Wenlang was the alpha who made Gao Tu pregnant? The more Gao Ming investigated, the more the idea solidified. He dug into medical records, spoke to doctors, and pieced together the story. There had been mention of an alpha partner who despised omega pheromones, a rare, telling detail. Then, a quick online search of Shen Wenlangophobia confirmed the gossip. The internet had whispered about Shen's aversion to omega scent. Now, combined with his unusual concern for Gao Tu, the truth seemed undeniable. Gao Ming's lips curled in triumph. The quiet, unremarkable son he had overlooked for years was carrying the child of a billionaire. In Gao Ming's eyes, Gao Tu was no longer a burden. He was a golden goose, a ticket to wealth. The excitement pounded in his chest, but he knew better than to rush. If he played this wrong, the opportunity could vanish in an instant. Meanwhile, Shen Wenlang was growing impatient. He had agreed to meet Gao Tu at 12:30, but Gao Ming, with his clumsy mannerisms and irritating arrogance, made him wait. Worse still, Gao Ming had the audacity to leave half an hour before the meeting, leaving Shen fuming. Inside, the powerful alpha's temper burned. If not for Gao Tu's sake, he would never tolerate such disrespect. He clenched his phone, scrolling through old WeChat messages, but Gao Tu had gone silent. No replies, no updates. Not even a post on his social feed except for one memory, the day Shen had taken him fishing on Taihu Lake. What Shen didn't know was that, far away, Gao Tu was enduring his own private battle. That morning, Gao Tu awoke in darkness. His body was heavy, aching, as if crushed under the weight of his secret. Every muscle hurt, and nausea gnawed at him relentlessly. Was this what all omegas endured in early pregnancy? If so, he thought wryly, the human race would surely dwindle. Despite the pain, he smiled faintly, forcing himself to find humor in his suffering. Life hadn't been kind to him. After resigning, he took up temporary translation work online. The pay was meager, especially with the rise of artificial intelligence translation software, but it was something he could manage from home. He and his younger sister, Gao Qing, were scraping by, living in a cheap apartment kindly rented out by an old neighbor. It wasn't much, but it was survival. One day, fate brought an unexpected reunion. On the road back to his hometown, Gao Tu ran into Heng, a childhood acquaintance. "Little rabbit, are you going home too?" Heng's voice was cheerful, his dimples flashing with a smile. It had been over 10 years, but he recognized Gao Tu immediately. Unlike Shen Wenlang's sharp intensity, Heng radiated warmth. He was tall, dependable, with an air of sincerity that made people instinctively trust him. Beside Gao Tu, his younger sister Gao Qing frowned suspiciously. She had no memory of this man and eyed him like a stranger. "Who are you? What's your name? Where do you live? How do you know my brother?" She fired off, protective and sharp. Heng wasn't offended. Instead, he laughed heartily, introducing himself with ease. "I'm Heng. I used to live right across from your house. Back then, little Bunny always brought you over to catch goldfish in my yard. You were too young to remember, but I do." His words were nostalgic, filled with genuine affection for the past. Gao Qing, skeptical at first, slowly softened when she realized he wasn't lying. His grandmother, Granny Gao, had been a well-known elder in the neighborhood. Time had passed, but some bonds lingered. For Gao Tu, this encounter was both comforting and confusing. After years of silence, here was someone who remembered him not as a burden, not as a golden goose, but simply as himself, the shy, quiet boy from next door. But while Heng's warmth stirred something gentle in Gao Tu's heart, danger loomed elsewhere. Back in Jianghu City, Gao Ming was sharpening his schemes, plotting how to exploit his son's hidden pregnancy. Shen Wenlang, caught between frustration and desperation, was determined to confront Gao Tu face to face. And in the middle of it all was Gao Tu, torn between survival, secrecy, and the fragile hope of finding love and safety. Would Heng be the light he needed, a genuine love free from calculation? The story of Gao Tu is not just about love. It is about survival. It is about the choices that shape our lives when fate places us in impossible situations. And above all, it is about an Omega who discovers that even the quietest voices can shake the world. And that, my dear lovies, is just the beginning of Gao Tu's journey, a story of hidden pregnancies, ruthless ambition, and unexpected love. If you want to know how his fate unfolds, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Your support keeps stories like this alive.